So thanks for taking the time this morning. I know life is crazy, but I wanted to just chat with you a little bit about Boilermaker and about the David's Refuge virtual run. And Brandi, as a mom that's been so involved with David's Refuge from the beginning, um, I'm just wondering, how has life been for you and the boys for the last few months?
Uh, well, it's been very interesting. Um, we try to spend a lot of time outside, keep ourselves busy, but not being on a schedule, I think, has been a challenge for all of us. And I think taking the time to be outside and get that fresh air and just to be out there and kind of, you know, breathe in the fresh air and look beyond everything else and know what we have to be thankful for is important. And we try to do that every day, but it's been a challenge for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I know that you guys have, even since before COVID started, you've had a whole lot going on. And, um, COVID wasn't something exciting for any of us. And I don't think it's something any of us planned. Um, but I know it's been especially challenging for you
It
guys.
has. It has. We definitely have had our shares of, Bentley's been in and out of the hospital a few times. Starting in December, he had a few surgeries during there was 3 weeks in December that he had three surgeries, and then May 24th, he went in again. He has epilepsy, went in again for a seizure, and then again on July 4th. So it has been very scary.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. And I know that you had shared with me when we were talking about everything that you guys have been going through, really since even before this global pandemic. When I asked, if you still wanted to run Boilermaker, you said, "I need it." Can you
I
tell
do.
me more about that?
Um, I feel like the one thing that has gotten me through this, well, a couple different things that have gotten me through this time with our son and all this pandemic and everything going on has been my faith in running. I feel like when I'm out there running, I really feel like it does something to me in a very positive way. I put my ear pods on and I kind of just listen to my Christian radio station and I just get out there and run. And it does something to me in such a positive way that it kind of recharges me to get ready for whatever the day is going to bring. It just refreshes me to get on with my day and to be a better person and just take whatever comes our way.
I love it. I love it. Oh, you're really an inspiration, Miss Brandy.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Well, see, I'm lucky enough that this isn't the first time that you and I are talking, and I've known you for a while now. As somebody who's not a runner, and I bet there are a lot of people out there right now listening who are like, yeah, but I don't run. Running isn't my thing.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
About the Boilermaker,
Yeah,
about
about the virtual run or the Boilermaker, which is a part of our virtual run this
I
year.
think the best part about it being virtual is you can do it at your own pace. I think there's a day, like days, I think it goes from the 11th to the 13th. So that
Yep.
means that we have several days to choose from. It's not just one day at a certain time. You can do it whatever works for you, and you can do it at your own pace. I feel like sometimes with races and runs, there's that pressure of keeping up with other people. I feel like with this, you can modify it however you need to, however, whatever works for you to do to complete the race. And you're helping such a wonderful organization by doing it, like such a great cause. Like, I just think this is a great year to do it if you're going to do it.
Well, I love it. And I shared with you before we even started recording here that you've inspired me, who is a non-runner, and I'm going to push myself to try and run the 5K, and I'm gonna be gutsy and do it on the Boilermaker Charity Bib. for those folks out there who might not want to do Boilermaker, we do have other teams where you don't need to run on Boilermaker. You don't even need to run, and you can walk. But I want to thank you for being an example of someone who has zero time and still practices self-care, which sounds easy, but can be so extraordinarily hard. You are an example to all of us, and I'm just so grateful for you.
Well, I was blessed to be a part of David's Refuge earlier on. I mean, he's going to be 9 years old, and I was introduced to Warren and Brenda when he was just 3 years old, and their philosophy is, you got to care for yourself in order to care for, everybody else in the family. And I truly believe that, even though some days are harder than others, and some days I don't even want to get up to run, to be honest with you, because it's just so hard sometimes. But I do believe that they're absolutely right about what they say, and I believe in the philosophy. And and it's just nice to be a part of it, because just because you guys exist, I do feel like we're not alone. I mean, I'm grateful for that.
Well, and we're grateful for you. And I know that you are not a public person, and
Not at all. Not
and
at all.
I know that this is way outside of your comfort zone, and I want you to know that I'm really grateful. We all are. And I just can't wait to see you in person again and give you a giant hug.
Thank you. Thank you. Me too.